Oh guys, how's it going? Seeing as though this year, 2011, is almost finished, it kind of gave me an idea for a video that I could make which resembles next year, 2012. So what I've decided to do for the first time ever is do a top 10 games I want to complete by the end of 2012. So I've never done anything like this before. I've picked 10 games that I've got here, 10 games that I really want to complete by the end of 2012. These None of these games are games I got for my birthday or Christmas. Otherwise, I would just probably just pick all of them because well, most of them I'm gonna be, playing through and trying to complete anyway. So it doesn't include them. So there's one PS3 game, uh, three PlayStation 2 games, which of course leaves six PlayStation 1 games. So yeah, it's quite surprising. So I'm gonna go a bit retro this year, I suppose you could say. Yeah, so there's a bit of a mixture here: RPG, shooter, platformer as well. So yeah, we'll get started, shall we? So the game for the PS3 that I want to complete by the end of 2012 is the PS3 exclusive Infamous. Now when I first got this, okay, I got it for a fiver, £5. I thought it was a bargain. I played it, I was enjoying it, I was actually really enjoying it, but for some reason I just got bored of it, actually pretty quickly in fact. I started thinking it was getting a bit repetitive, and same kind of enemies were coming at you, you're using like the same powers and stuff. I just thought it was too repetitive, so I just abandoned ship, I just abandoned it, and I've not played it in about 4 or 5 months, which is a shame because I really did think I was going to enjoy it because the graphics look amazing, and of course getting a 9 out of 10 rating, I thought it was going to be, excellent. Which I suppose for a lot of people, this game probably is excellent. I don't know whether it's just me, just not being able to, you know, concentrate on it for a long period of time because it just gets boring. So, but I do want to go back to it, and later on in this year, I probably will go back and give it a shot and try and complete it. Because I was getting far into it. I would say I was coming up to halfway, maybe halfway through the game. So I was quite far into the game. But yeah, I abandoned it. So I do want to complete this game because it does seem like a good game, but a bit repetitive. But I don't know. So one day, when I'm in a better mood, like in a mood to play this game, I will put it in and try and beat it. Right, so next is the PS2 games. So we'll start off with this one, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now, why on earth do I want to complete this game? Because it's an excellent Need for Speed game. I've always been a big fan of the Need for Speed franchise. I like Carbon and I like Undercover. I do say Need for Speed Undercover on the PS3. I've got. I do say that's my favourite, and I'd say I do like Carbon a little bit better in this as well. A lot of people's going to hate me for that, but actually, I'm actually a big fan of Carbon as well. But this game does seem like a really awesome game. I like the blacklist, how you have to work your way up the blacklist. It's a good concept for the game for a racing game. It gives it a bit of storyline. And the push chases and stuff are good. They're actually challenging, which I actually really enjoy. It gives it a bit of adds a bit of challenge to the game. I always find Need for Speed games it's usually a bit easy to avoid the cops. Not in this game. In this game they're actually pretty solid, and they can actually catch you pretty easily. So yeah, I do want to play through this. I was almost halfway up the blacklist. I think I was on blacklist member number 8 or something. So I was making my way up the blacklist, and yeah, I do want to go back to it and then play it again and see if I can beat the guy, get right through and beat the number one basically. So yeah, that's Need for Speed Most Wanted. You probably didn't expect to see that on the list. Another PS2 game is a Ghost Hunter. Yeah, which I don't think many people will probably not have heard of this game. I mean, it's a PS2 only game, I believe. It's not on any other console. It's actually a pretty decent game, but it's a bit silly. I think it's a bit silly. I mean, it's pretty humorous. The characters are actually pretty humorous. I actually like the main character, this guy Lazarus. I actually like him. He's a really humorous guy. Cutscenes are humorous, and yeah, actually, I was actually pretty scared of this game when I first played it when I was about, I don't know, 13, 12, something like that, 12-year-old maybe. I was actually pretty scared of it because the music's actually pretty creepy and it's a pretty creepy environment. So I tried to play this about 2 months ago or something. I said to myself, I'm gonna try and play through the whole game. I did it on stream, in fact, as well. But yeah, after that night, I kind of like forgot about it. So yeah, I've not played it in about 2 months, but I was actually enjoying it. So I should actually go back and play it. And I do want to complete it. It's a pretty interesting game, to be honest, capturing ghosts and stuff. So yeah, I do want to complete Ghost Hunter in 2012. Next game, I'm sure a lot of people will probably agree with this, but it's Final Fantasy X. I know the Final Fantasy series is popular, and I've never completed a Final Fantasy game. In fact, this is the only Final Fantasy game I've played, apart from the one of them I've got on the DS. I think it's Final Fantasy 3 or something on the DS. Which it's alright I suppose, but yeah, I prefer console games. So Final Fantasy X, which I actually love the characters. I love the environment. I don't like the Sphere Grid, the leveling up Sphere Grid. I don't like the Cloister of Trial challenges thing. You know, the Cloister of Trials. I don't like that at all. That really puts me off the game. But you know, I really want to play this game because it seems like a pretty awesome game. And I've had this game for about 4 or 5 years. Well, about 4 years maybe, and I've still not completed it. And I do want to complete it because I do like my RPGs now. I really like my RPGs. So yeah, Final Fantasy X, I really like it, and I really wanted to finish it off. I was about 8 hours into it, like the last time I played it. So yeah, cool, love it. And I do want to complete that in 2012. I've also got Final Fantasy VII up there, which I still need to get the first disc. I've got disc 2 and disc 3, but I don't have the first disc because I bought it from a charity shop and I didn't know it didn't have the first disc. But it's always handy to have in case I get the first disc on its own. So yeah. So next is the PS1 games. So some pretty good games in here actually that I really need to complete. So the first game is Rayman. I was actually going to do a blind let's play of this game on my Gamerzone 5000 channel. This is going to be, I think, my second blind let's play. I've done 2 blind let's plays now, and I'm in the middle of a third one, but I won't mention that. So I was going to do this as a blind let's play, and I made like 3 or 4 parts of the let's play, and then I just gave up because it was too damn difficult. This game starts off ridiculously easy, and then it just throws you right in the deep end, and you can't swim. It throws you in the deep end, and you drown. The game gets insanely hard. I always thought anyway. So yeah, I've not played it again, but I do want to play it because Rayman does seem like a really awesome game. Very colourful platformer, and I think I will really enjoy it if only I could, you know, handle the difficulty. So yeah, I will give it another shot and hopefully try and complete it. So awesome game, Rayman. I also had Rayman 3 on the PS2, but I didn't like it for some reason. Preferred the 2D rather than you know, the 3D. You know what I mean? I do that for a lot of games, to be honest. I prefer the 2Ds rather than the 3D games. So yeah. Anyway, enough on that. Next game is I actually done a blind let's play of the original game of this on my Gamerzone 5000 channel. Completed it 100%, which I felt was a pretty good achievement for me. But even though it wasn't really too difficult, it seemed a lot more difficult when I was younger. But a game I want to complete 100% this year is Spyro Year of the Dragon. But actually, this is actually pretty tough because there's like a whole load of like challenges, like skateboarding, and there's like a whole load of like other challenges, like ones I can't think of at this present moment of time. But there's a lot of challenges, and some of them are actually pretty tough. well, when I was younger. I've not played it recently. I might find it easier now, hopefully. So yeah, I have completed this game before, but I want to complete it 100%. So yeah, Spyro Year of the Dragon, which was actually my favourite Spyro game. Even though I've only played the original and in this one, and Spyro Hero's Tale on the PS2, which I wasn't too fond of, but I should really give that another try. But anyway, Spyro Year of the Dragon, what I completed 100%. Another game that I also did a blind let's play of the original, and I completed, which I was really surprised. I thought I was going to get really stuck in it, but yeah. But I did complete it, and the game I want to complete in the series is Tomb Raider Chronicles. And you might be wondering why not Tomb Raider 2 or why not Tomb Raider 3? That's because I actually remember when I was younger, I got pretty far into this game. I don't remember much about it, but I did get far into it, and I think I must have got stuck, I think. But it is one of my favourite Tomb Raider games from what I can remember, this and probably Tomb Raider 2. So yeah, Tomb Raider Chronicles, I would like to, complete it. I think I remember being in a submarine, I think it was sinking. I don't know how far, I think that's as far as I got into the game. I think that was pretty far actually. But yeah, I want to complete Tomb Raider Chronicles this year as well, so yeah, I'm going to be a bit busy on this year. And next one is only 3 more to go. Next one is Pandemonium, another excellent platformer. It is a really good platformer, this one. And I remember when I was younger, I had like a cheat. I used to cheat in a lot of games. I just entered, the levels, the password that unlocked like all the levels. So, but that's not really completing a game, is it? Just using a password to unlock all levels. So what I want to do is I want to, do it fairly. I want to complete the game, stage after stage, not just put a password in like what I did when I was younger. But I do remember a lot of the levels, and it was an excellent game. So Pandemonium, love it, really good platformer. And I've got 2 games here from the same series. I would quite like them to make another one of these games sometime. I know they made one for the PSP, I believe. No, I think it was just a remake they made on the PSP. But anyway, this one is Medieval, which was an excellent, it's like an action adventure kind of game. You play as Dan Fortescue, the skeleton here. Yeah, so it's a really good game as well, guys. And I did the same thing with this as I did with Pandemonium when I was younger. Put a level select cheat in, and of course unlocked all the levels. Again, that's not really completing the game, but I found it pretty hard when I was younger. I don't know if I'll find it as difficult now. I've played it in ages, but I would like to give it a shot. Maybe a blind let's play in this game actually. I don't know, I'm thinking too far ahead. So Medieval, I would like to play through this game, because it's an excellent game from what I can remember. So Medieval. And I did mention 2 of them, didn't I? So might as well bring it up. Medieval 2, which wasn't, it was the weaker of the 2 in my opinion from when I played it when I was younger. I did think the original was better, even though this game does seem really good as well. But yeah, it's set in London, I think, as well. Yeah, 19th century London, which I thought was pretty good. Pretty good, because like a lot of guys with like British accents. It's like a ghost, so got like a right, London accent. I thought it was pretty funny actually. Like London accent. He's like one of your like mentors in the game. It keeps popping up and giving you like useful or not so useful information. So yeah, Medieval, that's another game that I want to complete. So yeah, there's the game. That's my top 10 games I want to complete this year. No, next year, sorry. 2012. That's the year the world's supposed to be ending, apparently. I doubt it. This world will not end. Not until I've completed these games anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to make a video like this, feel free. It's up to you guys. Always happy to accept video responses, get the community involved, yeah. I need to get a haircut as well, don't I? I think I said that in the last video. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch you later. And I'll also make a video like at the end of 2012, which is a while away, a whole year away or whatever. And I'll also review my performance, how many of these games I've actually managed to complete, because these games are actually, I really do want to complete these games. I have been wanting to complete these games for a while, but never really got around to it. And I mean, as you can see, there have been some good games that I've mentioned. So feel free to tell me what you think of some of these games. Make a video of your own if you want as a video response. I will always accept it, and watch it of course. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Before I talk too much longer, I'll catch you all later. See you guys. Take care.